And hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Big Fat D&D campaign. Fuck you, I hate you.
Do you want to restart again?
No, we're not restarting. This is what happens. My Big Fat D&D campaign.
Live.
Yeah, it's supposed to be live, but we'll fix it in post. No, I'm kidding. So where we left off, our adventurers headed up from Fern Moss to SNOWMELT, where they have a mission from Hestia. And when they got to SNOWMELT, Connor encountered a woman that he recognized to be his adopted mother. And she talked to him a little bit and recommended to him or asked him to come meet their father in a undisclosable location in the distance. He agreed, but turns out that woman wasn't his adopted mother. It was Envy, one of Chad's evil exes. And she charmed him successfully and was trying to steal the ring, but there seemed to be some weird magic helping him prevent him from taking off the ring, and was constantly getting kissed and almost got his life sucked out of him a little bit. And then as he was about to escape, another figure appeared, Lust, who successfully charmed him as well and had him go back inside, and she transformed into Connor to seduce Chad and try to get him to leave with him and get his ring. And thankfully, well, unfortunately, Chad almost fucking died because she just kept making out with this poor man's and almost died. But she got the ring and was escaping before Throna, with a clutch hold person, stopped in her tracks, and Mara just whoosh, and decapitated Lust, killing one of Chad's 7 evil exes. And that's where we left off, with Chad falling unconscious or like passing out from his extreme tiredness, with Connor rushing towards the inn.
Hold on, 7?
Maybe.
You were
7 deadly sins.
I know that.
Blame Peter.
But yeah, that's where we're picking up, with Connor in his werewolf form reverting back to his human form, so nobody in the town's like, none the fuck skull is that. And yeah, and also, sorry, Slade got kidnapped. That's also
I
kind
went
of
after-
important.
Just a casual,
Just a
important
casual
detail,
kidnapping.
just a little bit.
Just
Oh,
a
you mean
casual.
catnapped?
So help me, Peter. So help me.
Chad, you take
Whoever did it was
one
a cat
psychic.
burglar.
You take 1 psychic damage, Chad.
No.
I'm kidding, but
And you did.
well, you're just being unconscious. Roll 3 death saves.
Oh.
No.
Anyways,
boy.
this is where we're continuing.
Pop out of the bubble
also-
and find a
Also-
corpse.
I chased after Slade, but so I need to get back to the tavern.
Yeah, you chased after Slade, but there's a snowstorm rolling in, and you would
I can't
probably get
see.
lost and not unable to track them or get back if you did. So yeah, so you head back to find everyone, and Connor, what are you doing?
Well, I'm running straight back to the inn.
Okay,
First
so
off,
and
kicking Lust
and
on
Mara,
the way.
what are you doing? And what are
Kicking
you
Lust on the way.
doing? Okay, and you just kick like her head or her body?
Both.
Just
like
looking.
roll like a quick strength check.
fine. I will.
I just want to know how like far,
How
how hard it is.
What's my strength? Just straight up strength.
Yeah,
It's an 11.
11. So like you kick the body and you're like, ow, fuck, that kind of hurt my foot. And you kick the head and it just like accidentally like bites your foot.
I have a question. Does she have Chad's ring on?
You're kicking her. You're not investigating her.
I know. But I'm asking.
You're not investigating.
Can I
You're running to
investigate
Chad.
her too?
Why? You said you were running
I know.
to. You're running to Chad.
I'm kidding, kind of.
Didn't it come back
Also,
like, at
it's
the end of
fine.
last episode?
It's supposedly.
No, you just passed out because you were on 1 hit point and your life was sucked
No,
out
I
of
threw
you.
the ring, and then you said it appeared back.
Yeah.
Like the actual one.
Yeah.
But other Peter doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that, so I can't do anything
right.
about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
Connor's just
Right.
like
right.
stare at her like, and just keep heading back to the inn.
Okay.
Cursing at her as
all
well.
bloody and yeah.
And Mar, what are you doing?
Mara would probably just, after seeing fucking Envy fly away to an inescapable reaching point, would head back to the inn to like reconvene.
Okay. And so everybody's starting to reconvene, and Warren, you're like in the bedroom with Chad, just in the bubble, just vibing, and then you just emerge while you see like a very shriveled looking Chad passed out in the bed, and everybody rushing into the room. So yeah, so you all meet up back in the inn where it's kind of a little cold in there because the window's broken, but like,
Mara?
but yeah, you return back to the inn. What would you like to do?
What just happened?
Dustin tried to kill a gnat.
Oh.
No hesitation. But anyways, what would you like to do? You're back.
I am going to head upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do I know which room is that? Which?
I would think so.
You kind of were there. You got like the rooms and stuff.
Okay.
Like before, I would assume.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk in on. I guess technically, would it be my room?
Yes.
Okay.
You're in Chad's room.
Is
The couple
Chad still
suite.
passed out on the floor?
He's passed out in the bed.
I'm on the bed.
Oh, you're in the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Warren still in the room?
Warren is
Warren
standing
is
there
like
very
actively
confused.
emerging from the bubble as you walk in, and he just kind of sees a sight of you like covered in blood and look a little shriveled as well, but not as bad as Chad. And you see like Mara walk in with her sword covered in like blackish reddish blood.
With her axe?
Axe, my
I
bad.
definitely caught up with that.
Okay. So.
What did I miss?
Well, first off, Connor is just going to turn to Mara and be like, "Don't talk about the other thing." Like kind of like lowly, like just don't. We will talk about that later. And then
Sounds
walk
like
in and be like,
fun.
well. And he's not happy. He's aggravated, angry, ready to literally break a wall, and is trying to stay composed as best he can. And he's gonna walk in and quite literally stand over, like, Chad, and then just fist and just pound the wall. Very just...
And Chad, you wake up from this loud bang next to near your head as you are like passed out from exhaustion, but you wake up very tired, very weak. You could barely barely open your eyes, but you
I
wake
still have
up.
1 HP.
Yes, you have to take a long rest first, buddy.
Right, okay.
But you are at least
So,
conscious.
Should have let the pseudo dragon follow you, eh?
Connor's gonna leave the room. I go into one of the other rooms and then walk it.
Egan follows.
Okay,
That's
roll,
it.
roll stealth.
Wait, he's rolling.
No,
Oh, I thought you were saying Egan
Egan is
falls.
blatantly following.
Okay,
I'm not gonna stop him.
okay, cool.
That is you denied me once, it went poorly. I'm monitoring you.
I'm still
now.
locking the door behind me though. I'm just gonna sit in one of the rooms.
He just perches on your shoulder.
You're locking himself away, part 2. Electric.
This time it's actually Connor though.
Are you sure though?
I
Is
swear
it?
to God,
Is
Dustin.
Connor was just the friends we made along the way.
God.
Okay.
I don't
And
even know my husband anymore.
and Chad and Connor, you kind of do feel like your connection is like back. Like you can kind of like sense each other, and you like really kind of test it, like hello, and it seems to work like normal.
It's a mic check.
Testing,
Mic
testing,
check.
Testing.
1, 2, 3. I don't do
Good
that.
guess.
That is absolutely not what I do. Connor is sitting in silence.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but is there anything else anybody would like to do or say to maybe possibly inform one of your companions, like none of the fuckska that happened, the fuckery that transpired?
Warren just looks at Throna with just this questioning look of what the fuck.
You missed a lot. Not quite sure what exactly was going on. But we at least took care of one of the problems. There were two.
Yeah, no one's dead outside.
We point out the window.
Warren's just gonna wander outside and try to find said problem.
Okay, and as you walk outside, make a perception check.
Keep in mind, it's also snowing.
Yeah, it's kind of cold. It's bird cold in your room because the window's broken.
Window the wind. Oh, right.
Perception
Out of a barrel cry.
17.
Okay, so you look outside and you see like a bunch of footsteps heading in a direction, and you can kind of see a big, like, pile of blood or big spot of blood, but the body's missing. There's no body.
Great.
Is there like any items left on the ground?
Roll investigation.
Because this might be a problem.
You think?
Problem. Of a problem.
16.
16. You kind of look around, but you do find a little coin purse with 76 gold in it.
Hey.
Cool.
Okay.
And 'cause that's actually pretty high. And one diamond worth 300 gold.
Oh.
Hey, keep the diamond though.
Oh, now we have a second.
Tuck that away.
Lust is
We
kind of
have
a
a
bougie
diamond?
queen.
We have a second diamond worth 300 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another. We have a diamond already.
Yes, one of us have
Yeah,
it.
Mara
I don't
has a
know who.
diamond.
Oh, no.
Mara.
Oh.
Oh boy.
But that's about it. You don't find anything else other than just the coin purse.
I'm just gonna walk back inside and say, there was no body out there.
Do I hear that through the wall?
Perception check.
Oh god. It's with hearing! Nat 20, so I'm assuming
You
I do.
hear everything. You hear the heartbeat of the child that lives 20 houses away.
For a total of 28. But...
Yeah. You could easily hear what they're saying.
Guess it's
There's
like
no
20
body.
on this dice tonight.
That's certainly concerning.
Very concerning. Especially
Actually,
since
it's
one of them
76
got away.
gold, not 75. Just saying.
Can I bang the wall again?
Hmm?
Can I bang the wall again?
You can.
Yay, I'm banging the wall again.
And in the other room, you just hear another loud thud, and then the barkeep down's like, "Hey! If you're gonna keep smashing things, you're gonna pay extra."
I'm gonna go over to the room back home
Okay,
and
are you?
knock on the door.
Nothing.
Yeah, you knock, and there's no response or reply.
Since I know it's
You-
him this time, I'm not going.
Roll an insight check.
No. Teen.
What teen?
13.
13. You're pretty confident that it's him. Like, it's been a crazy day, but like, you cannot mistake Connor for anyone else. After that tomfuckery that happened, you know it's him.
Yep, totally.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Alright.
definitely me.
Don't say it like that. That's just,
It's definitely me. What are you talking about, Morgan? It's fine.
you sound
Right.
so guilty right now. Anyway.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
During your like,
Uh-huh.
before the session,
I'm
you're,
just
like,
banging
talking
walls.
back
What are you talking
to have
about?
The body disappear, and it's gonna be Russ is actually
Also,
alive.
Throna, with that, you're pretty sure it is because he was a werewolf in his werewolf form. You saw him in his werewolf form and kind of like...
Oh, yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, so you're...
Hey, shapeshifting exists. Why am I not being picked up very well?
I don't know. But yeah, with that, you're sure that it's him, but
Okay.
you never know.
I hate that you keep sowing the seeds of doubt into my mind, but
I'm helping. I want to be
DM's
DM's pet. Got
Wait,
you.
There's just like a gentle bite at the lobe of your ear after you like just sit there and she knocks and like you don't answer. It's just a little like, hey.
He's just literally sitting like this.
he's just
in the
moping.
room. He's not
He's
even
just
moping.
moping.
He's just like angry.
Okay.
It's not
Fair enough.
moping. It's just pure anger. The pretty dice.
Are you gonna do anything else tonight, or
I think we should just give him
Bed.
space.
Yeah, give him some space. Let him cool off after the crazy night.
Okay.
I love how I just keep switching the flipping audio.
To bed we go then.
Bed we go.
A long rest, DM.
Maybe.
Woo!
You'll never know.
Do we get a long rest? I would love a long rest.
Let me
Warren-
type things.
Warren is going to spend the night looking through Egan's eyes, just watching over Connor.
Oh, not creepy at all.
Alright, 'cause I forgot he doesn't
Because
need to
I
sleep.
don't sleep. Yay.
That's true. You don't have to sleep.
But he looks like he's like asleep in the corner because he has his actual eyes closed, but he's
Right.
seeing through Egan's eyes.
Okay. You all go to sleep, and just Connor, you're still stressed. It takes you a little bit to eventually fall asleep after all the stress and trauma that was experienced today, but eventually rest does find you.
Yay.
And
I get to
Chad,
sleep.
you get a long rest as well, but you're just getting a
Yay.
little cold because no one fixed the window or anything, and it's kind of cold.
Next guy.
Sorry.
So you got like the little
I'll help
sniffles.
the window.
So whenever you try to make a charisma check, like a persuasion or deception check, you have disadvantage for the day because
Oh,
you're all
okay.
snotty and nasally and gross.
We
Okay,
probably should have moved him.
probably,
Because
but
we have-
you feel like if you touched him at all, he was going to die.
Okay, that's
he
fair.
woke up
True.
though.
He his eyes just opened. That was it. He didn't
He
move.
could have moved if he wanted to.
I could not move. I was out.
He looked like a skeleton basically. He was like, do you know the little
Like
old
me.
lady thing from SpongeBob that was in the wheelchairs? Like, I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Yeah.
He looked like that,
Ooh.
except for with like limbs.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like the sheet of
that.
skin from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Moisturize me.
Exactly.
Oh no.
But you all wake up. Chad with a cold. Hit points restored to their normal maximum.
The gods.
And the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Did we check if there was a Mary's in this town?
Yes,
Wait.
but when you did, they were closed.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go to Mary's.
Okay.
Connor staying in the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Warren.
Okay.
Egan is still with Connor.
Cool. Mara and Chad, are you doing anything spicy?
I'm gonna get up and see if I can find Connor, because I don't know where he is yet.
You can still talk to him telepathically, but you didn't hear or notice you like go to check the door that he was resigning. It's still locked.
That's right. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna just use telepathy and try to talk to him.
Okay. You can either say it out loud for us to hear. You could type it in the couples therapy chat.
I think you already did, because I think I just heard the Discord go off.
That wasn't me.
Oh, someone's Discord just went off.
And then Mara Chan, are you doing anything?
I don't have anything interesting to do.
Okay.
I'm just chill.
Okay, so you're just gonna chill. So Warren and Therona, you head over to Mary's shop, and as you enter, you just see a bunch of like taxidermy animals, like a polar bear, a deer, like a jackalope, all these different things in like different poses, and you just see this like frail, old-looking like elven woman, and just like, oh, hello, welcome to Mary's Magnificent Marvels. How can I help you?
Every Mary's we go to, she gets older and older.
I know.
I'm only 16 in elven years. Magic does some funky shit, you know?
I mean, you're the one who wanted to come here, so. What did you want to do?
I had to add that, sorry. Warren is going to admire the taxidermy animals for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then look around to see what kind of magical item she has. If there's anything interesting in stock.
Give me a second. I'm doing a quick magic item generator because I don't.
Yeah.
Dude! Oh, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back.
Okay, well, are you looking for anything in particular, young man?
Do you have anything that would be beneficial to a warlock?
A warlock, like, Well, let me see here. And she pulls out like these pair of boots with wings on them, and she says like, I have these lovely little winged boots here where you can fly as fast as you can walk for about 4 hours. But the only downside is you have to at least be flying for a minute before you can stop flying.
Interested.
I have that, and then I have a bunch of different scrolls. I have this breastplate. I'm looking through. I also have this robe of useful items. This robe has cloth patches of various shapes and colors covering it. While wearing the robe, you can use an action to detach one of these patches, causing the object or creature it represents becomes. Once the patch is removed, the robe can become an ordinary garment. Let's see. And then I have some healing potions as well.
Ooh, those will definitely be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have a Rod of the Pact Keeper, I think it's called?
Let me check my inventory sheet in the back. Rod of what?
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh, let me check. I'll be right back, sweetie. I just have to read what it does first.
Oh. Ash has gone dark. Ash is back. In the light.
It's like one of the go-to warlock magic items that you try to get.
Well, it looks like I eventually, in about like a week's time, will be able to procure one of these. I have one ordered because I have a warlock friend who wanted it before, but hasn't returned with his payment and rest of his payment, so I could sell it to you for the price he was going to pay.
How much would that be?
I don't know how to price magical items because I'm an old woman. Let me just type this in my Google and see how much it is price-wise.
Got
Does it-
400 gold. and
Lady
a
Google? Is that you?
Yes, I am sending to my friend Lady Google. I will say
deity
it
of
will.
knowledge.
You can also roll a persuasion check to see if she will lower the price.
Yeah, I plan to. And I'm going to use my magic gold tooth to give me advantage. Because this is the best
Ting.
thing I could possibly use it for today. Oh, it went from a 9 to a 19.
Okay, and she's like,
Plus 8, so 27.
she's like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, I can give you a little granny discount. It would I would say it would be roughly about 1,000 gold, and since my friend paid about like 300, and you're so cute, I'll say it's about 500 gold pieces. But you could put a down payment because it hasn't arrived yet, and once it gets here, you just have to finish paying it off. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair. I also have, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I have a vial of sticky fingers, which lets you, I've heard it lets you climb walls. Curious if that would be something you'd be interested in.
That might, because we do live in a mountain, and people like to climb mountains, and that would be very helpful.
Be in high demand, yeah. Be a quick sell.
Okay, I will say that's about 100 gold, so that'd be just 400 then.
I will put down 300 as a down payment.
Okay. Thank you, darling. And what's your name so I can write it down?
Warren?
Okay, Warren. Sweetie, okay. I have your down payment and this little note with it, so when it gets here, you have about, like 2 or 3 days after it arrives to finish paying it off, or it's null and void. Just so you know. Okay?
I will be sure to be back.
Sounds good, sweeties. I will see you soon. Is there anything else you would like? You, Missy, over here. Covered in moss somehow.
Do you have anything that is beneficial to a druid?
Give me a second. Let me consult Lady Google again.
Do you have a cloak of elven kind?
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Or collapsing elven kind.
I see. Lady Google says I found 10 best magic items for a druid in D&D 5e.
I think it might be the same page I have open.
Crazy. Well, since we're on the same page, is there anything in particular looking for? I have to check to see if my shipment's coming, because I don't have too many druid-y things currently, but I know I'm getting a lot of weird shit in my shipment soon.
would you happen to have a ring of protection, possibly?
Oh, a ring of protection. That's not just specifically for druids, but well, let me quickly check. Oh, actually, I do have one right here. It does a little bit of protection. Just if you would quantify on a scale of like 1 to 5, it'd be probably about a 1. So it's a little bit. So it's not going to be as heavily priced. I will say it's probably about, I would say, 1,000. But since your little cutie over here has bought some stuff, I'll make it about 600.
But since it only does a little bit of protection.
I know, but I have to make money, sweetie, especially in this climate. Not too many people are keen in the cold.
True.
But also, some protection's better than none. And it takes time to enchant these things, you know.
I don't have that money on me currently.
You can put a down payment just like your friend, and if you get enough, you can always come back. You got 3 to 5 business days. But if you...
we gotta do a quick job and come back.
I know. Because I only have 415 gold. And I would like to.
How much is it again?
It's
600.
600. I'm giving you a 40% discount here. Like, come on.
How much would the down payment be then?
As much as you want, just more than 100 gold. That's all.
Then could I put down 200?
Mm-hmm. You can put down 200 gold, and then I'll mark you down here. By me, I mean Ash, because Ash is our bookkeeper. Because I will forget. That you put down a 200 gold payment for a 600 gold ring of protection, which is probably in actual D&D like a lot more than that, but YOLO, who cares? We're having fun. That means I can hit you with harder things.
Hey, no.
What?
Damn.
I'm just a grandma. I'm just an old lady. I'm senile.
Oh my word.
Okay, so thank you for your gold. Is there anything else? Any potions?
How much is a healing potion?
So our standard one we have does, if you were to quantify in like 4s, it'd be like 2d4s plus 2. It's about 50 gold. And then I have at least 2 of a greater, which is like about 4 of those 4s plus 4. If you're doing like math. I can't do math. But that's, I think, what it would be. And those I would say probably about like 150.
I'll take one for now.
One what?
One healing.
Okay, that's 50 gold, and here you go.
I'm sorry, I have to do the sound.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I think that's everything for me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get me another one of these animals to taxidermy. I'll be back later. Bye. And she, like, you feel like a force push you out, and the door like closes, locks, and behind you.
All that.
Granny's going hunting. Alright, probably just head back to the tavern then, meet up with everybody else.
Okay, give me a second. I'm documenting on stuff as well. Okay. So as you leave Mary's Magnificent Marvels, you head back to the inn. Connor's still being edgy and locked himself in the room, and Mara's just vibing at the keep, and Chad is messaging or talking through to Connor telepathically. Okay, that's not how you use the chat, y'all. You gotta. It's only for talking. Only for talking.
What am I gonna
You
do?
are talking.
That's no.
There's memes, aren't there?
No, there's no memes.
No.
I mean, I just told him what Connor did.
That's fine, but then it's like it's only for
Don't yell at me.
immediate like talkage. No sass. No sash.
Fuck.
Watch your profanity. There's children.
Yeah, we have Ash here.
No, minor.
Right.
This is in our heads.
Sigh.
They can't hear us.
But God can.
God is angry.
So okay, so you regroup back at the tavern. Is there anything else you like to do? Like possibly talk to your quest giver?
Can I ask Egan to leave?
You can.
So I'm basically just asking Egan to ask Warren to get Egan to leave.
So Warren, you feel like a little tug in your brain, like from Egan, and you kind of like focus in on it, and you just hear Egan tell you, or through Egan's ears, you hear, "Can you leave, Egan?"
I cannot pay attention through my familiar, but I'm leaving Egan with you.
And you just hear him just like bruh, 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 that exact same thing.
Warren's voice through Egan. Remember what happened last time?
How would you know? You were in a
I was
bubble.
told.
You came down in a bubble.
I was
I
told
know
I
he does.
was
A whole bunch of blood and is probably very concerned as the child he is.
I was gonna say
Then you know what, I'm
He-
gonna do it anyway.
he is-
Can
he is
are
the
these
youngest of
windows
us
open?
all.
Check. Roll
Okay.
like a quick investigation.
They open if you break them.
We already broke one window. We don't need to be
You
charged.
said
for another
investigation.
Yes.
That's not
You,
an add-in.
you've already lost
11
your security
No, they do
deposit.
not open.
Damn.
window. Does any of us have mending?
I don't believe I do.
That's a thing, right?
Yes.
I
That's
mean, technically you could have took it when you went to sleep, Morgan.
You know, I forget that I can do that.
You just have to pray to a tree,
Wait.
and then you can change your spells.
Yeah?
Well, that's
Fair
good.
I'm sad. I can't be edgy and jump out the window.
You could. You just break
I'm
it.
not breaking the window. That's money.
That's your security deposit, man.
You already lost your security deposit.
I mean, they don't know it's broken yet, technically.
They heard the crash, but they're just like, it's fine. It's happened before.
If we kill them, then they can't charge us.
Why?
Yes, have kill the barkeep, who you don't know who they are. They could be related to a certain magic store owner and turn you into taxidermy statues.
Gee. I have this odd feeling that last time Chad threatened a barkeep, it didn't go well.
That was in the past.
Wow.
The past is in the past.
Not for
I
Chad.
have luck with barkeeps.
No.
No.
Okay. So
You almost got shot by one, you almost screwed, and then you got another killed, and then you're thinking about killing a third?
You know? Shit happens. What can I say? It's life, dude. YOLO.
Just gonna
You'll
get
up-
blacklisted.
okay, well, I'm
Every-
gonna reel us back in. So,
Sorry.
after all that, what would you like to do? You currently are on a mission. Your friend Slade has been kidnapped. And also, Warren and Throna, you notice that, like, when you first arrived, the temperature stayed pretty consistent. Even with the snowstorm blowing in around the city, it still stayed, like, the same temperature. It seemed to have grown, like, a few degrees cooler than it normally is.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why, but you definitely notice like it's definitely a little bit colder than it was last night.
Okay.
Interesting.
While they all actually go to bed that night, I want to do something.
You can't just
After. But
Okay.
like I'm letting you know.
Okay.
I'm telling you now.
You could have just messaged me. Now they all know, and
I
they're
don't
gonna be
care.
like,
Well, they're player knowledge. So if they try to metagame, they can't.
But they were just anyway. Any
You
game.
already have a pseudo. You already have a pseudo dragon
I'm aware.
watching over you.
Okay.
I'm
So yeah. So what? So you returned back after being a little nippy outside. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
And you're back in the keep, getting your breakfast, your brekkie with some like French toast and waffles and some bacon and some venison.
Mara's gonna summon a horse. That's all.
And in the middle of the tavern, you just.
So Mara's gonna go outside of the inn and summon a horse.
Okay, and would you like to describe what your horse looks like?
Describe what you I'm going with the name. This obviously is not describing it, but I'm going with the name Arion just because I liked that.
Not
It is a large war horse boy.
Ooh.
It's got cool flowing like silvery hair, and then like the horse itself is like a deep black.
Okay. So yeah, so Warren and Thorn, as you're walking up, you just see this like contrast of like the pale white like glowing snow with this dark beautiful horse with a silvery mane flowing in the wind. Even though it doesn't feel like there's a breeze, it's still blowing somehow, but it's just majestic AF. And you see Mara just like standing there just like petting its face and back as you approach.
Can I go outside and be an almond?
Yes, you look at you. You go outside and Almond's not there. I'm kidding. No, no Almond. And then you look and you're like, oh, the horse was in the way. And you just see Almond just like chilling there,
God.
just. And you walk up to Almond and goes, moo.
Moo.
And you feed it, and then you just see that she appreciates being fed. She was looking a little hunky. But yeah, so Almond is fed. You have a horsey friend.
Still snowing.
Yeah, it's perpetually snowing, but it's not like there's a blizzard
night.
there anymore. But you definitely notice like there's about like a foot or two of snow like on top of the buildings, and like it seemed like somebody shoveled a path, or at least shoveled or did something to make sure it wasn't like impossible to walk. But like it definitely seems like all the piles of snow have gone up a foot or two.
So, quick question. How
Yes.
long does it take to attune?
To attune typically takes about a short rest, so about an hour of like concentrating and focusing on something, unless if extenuating circumstances.
So, if we're not currently doing anything at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
could I go back upstairs and just attune to the ring?
The ring.
The ring hasn't arrived yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
right.
you know, you only put the ring is there, but you only put a down payment on. You don't get it until you fully pay
Damn it.
for it.
Right. All right.
And my item's not even there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta go scrounge up some more money.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Because the thing on the... I'm sorry. I just interrupted everything that was happening because the thing's not showing.
You lose inspiration.
That's fair. Oh, I forgot I even had it.
No, you had one, and I
That's
took
fine.
it away.
That's fine. I'm sorry technology is stupid.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go walk up to Therona and be like, yo, Connor's being his normal edgy self and just will not talk to me. Do you think you can see what's going on with him?
He wouldn't let me enter in last night.
Well, maybe he slept it off.
really think that? I mean, I can try, but I go back upstairs and knock on the door again.
You get nothing.
Egan bites your ear again.
That's fine. Connor just kind of pushes him down a bit.
Connor. Connor. What was that?
No, I just thought that was funny.
I just
Connor!
Hear you cautiously saying it. I'm sorry.
Connor!
I'm just like imagining myself like kind of being like Sheldon at this point, just more slowly.
Connor? Connor?
I mean, not that persistent, but like waiting a while between each one.
You hear Warren's voice of just, if you don't let her in, she's gonna keep going.
And you just hear, like, in the room next over, that's not your room, but another one, some of us are trying to sleep! Connor, let her the fuck in! Jesus!
Oh my god. I love that.
Nothing. I enjoy being edgy.
Let's see. What could I?
And then, a few minutes later, you hear the barkeep comes like, Oi, what seems to be the problem up here?
Nothing's wrong. I'm just trying to get my friend. He's probably still asleep.
Oh.
But of course, he locked his door.
Oh, do you need a spare?
If you have one,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it'll be 1 gold piece just because of, like, a lost key and all that stuff, and I can give you the spare.
All right.
Connor's gonna go unlock the door.
And
But that's it. Lock on door and then sit back down.
Okay,
So
I'm
as you're
about
about
to-
to like hand this man a gold piece, you hear the door unlock behind you. To the
I look at him at the barkeep. I say, "Thanks, but I guess you heard that," and I put my gold piece back.
make a quick dex check.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh no!
Look what you've done, Connor.
Is that's not what a saving throw?
Yeah, just
right?
roll a d20 and add your dexterity or sleight of hand.
Oh, it's still the same. Okay. I'm gonna lose it, aren't I? 6.
And as you're like about to pull your hand away, he just snatches the gold piece and just walks downstairs. You made me walk up here. It is a walking feat. And then just walks downstairs and...
Doesn't even get the key.
Oh, that piece of gold is being
Yeah,
stolen
right?
back. I refuse.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Nothing's wrong.
But yeah, so Therona, the door is unlocked.
I open the door and enter.
And
I'm pouting. Well,
you're still pouting. In the
I'm
front.
still just same position hasn't moved.
Okay,
Well,
so you just
has
see
moved, but
Connor pouting in the corner, but this time more edgily than before. As you enter.
Ian just sitting on his shoulder.
That's why he's not on his head or something.
That would be
Now he
Going-
is.
He has really poofy
I'm
hair.
going to assume that you're still you. Well, no, I do know that. Hopefully. Talk about what happened?
No.
Okay. Then would you explain, or I don't know, like almost breaking the wall because you were upset?
How much were you told? And what
Oh
were you
gosh.
told?
Oh gosh. I need to keep the notes. Hold on. Well,
You
I
have
don't
been
remember how
duped.
much. I don't know how much I've been told.
I remember a gist of it, but do I make you roll for how much you remember?
Roll. Don't remember
Wait, hold
squat.
on.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with no one remembering squat. That makes me feel a lot better. Connor, at least. I want you guys to know.
Warden
Connor
wasn't there.
Oh,
He was
oh,
about to find out.
okay. Um, well, they, she had said some things about your family.
Connor is going to like cuff Egan in his hands, go like this. Go away now.
Go away.
I take,
And then Warren, you just hear Egan be like,
I
Egan.
take Egan off of Connor and take him to the door, put him on the floor, and close the door.
He's escaping out of that. Fuck that.
Both roll dexterity checks.
I'm ready to listen if
Oh,
I need
no.
to. I want this man. I don't want Warren to find
And
out yet.
You can roll perception.
Nat 20!
Would it help if he goes invisible as well?
She has kind of. I feel like Egan would let her hold him, but like when that happens, invisibility won't necessarily help at the moment.
True. As soon as you start going for the door, he's like freaks out like a cat going to the
Like the
bath.
cat, where it's just like
Snuggle.
no. Let me down.
So
But I
Dex
have a good hold on him because I have a
Dex
nat
check?
20. I rolled a nat 20!
Yo, is this a dex check?
Yes!
Contesting.
Okay. No.
I close him out of the room.
Yeah, and you just like, and then you just hear Egan like pawing at the door. Just
I will be listening through the door.
okay.
I purposely make sure to speak quietly.
Have Egan roll a perception check as well then. Jason.
Okay. Have advantage as well because of keen senses.
Oh, yeah.
You're not the only one with keen senses. Can you just message it to
pretty
me so
nice.
they don't know?
Okay.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
Secrets.
Secrets are no fun.
Secrets
Secrets are for everyone.
No. That's Bullwinkle.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay, so this is Morgan speaking. I think the only thing that she had said was about his family, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that like he lost control
Okay.
and killed his sister.
Yeah, okay. That was the only thing I was seeing in the notes, but
Yeah, that's about all that we got.
okay.
We
Was that when she
And
was
turned
just
into
talking to
werewolf.
you or all of us?
It was just you and me, because shortly after that is when she charmed you.
Okay.
Well, it was me also.
Yeah, Mara was there.
That's when Mara learned that information.
Right. Okay.
Mara also knows that I'm a werewolf.
Yes.
Now, seeing it and hearing it,
Yes.
Warren is the only person who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Or know everything. But who knows? That might change now.
So I don't go into specifics of everything she says. I just kind of give them a gist of what she was telling me.
Well, Connor's first off gonna be like, well, don't believe everything you hear, especially from them.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
Don't believe everything you hear, especially from them.
Oh my
First
god, my
off.
brain is blanking tonight. Yes.
First off, she's apparently not dead. Which I just found out recently.
Yeah, Warren told Mara and I that the body's not there, so something tells me during the night.
Oh, I don't mean
Envy
her.
came back. Oh, what? He was apparently not dead.
Second off, I didn't kill my sister.
Okay.
Obviously, if she's not dead.
I'm glad you figured out who I was talking about. I did learn that, right?
What?
That my sister's not dead because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did, but now I'm like second guessing myself.
But they
brain
also
is like-
could be lying.
Well,
You're not
yeah.
quite sure, but they did mimic her voice.
Which they would have to have seen her, or
Yeah.
something like that to
Something
at
like
least
that.
do something. Know something about her.
So at least she's at least did not die when she was a child.
Yes.
That's basically all you know.
But that's about all I'm willing to share on that topic. So.
Okay. I bring up about what else she had said as Connor about like basically what all they were trying to manipulate him with about how we think of him.
Sounds about the same on both sides of how they're trying to manipulate both of us. Yay!
No, we're not using it, right?
Wait, what?
You know we're not using Nito, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Insight check?
roll an insight check and then.
Chat, I forgot how tasty these were.
What are you eating?
Seagram's Escape, Passion Fruit, and Mango.
Also
It's very
17.
tasty. So tasty.
17.
You were just.
No, I'm not
that
doing this
makes
right. It's
No
fine, it's
fucking
fine, it's fine,
sense,
it's fine.
Peter. We're trying to like draw the numbers.
Yeah,
and then
it's
he's just
okay.
like
It's
he's
fine.
like.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna message it. It's fine.
I'm like, what the fuck?
You
You turn into a conductor.
Okay. Okay. What did you get for your insight?
17.
So Connor, were you lying?
What'd I say?
You said. What was the question?
My question was, does he know that we're not using him?
Yeah, you're not using him, and you said, you know that they're not.
It's mixed. It's at the moment it's a mix of yeah, he kind of knows that, but he's still not fully trusting of it.
Because of whatever they told you when they got you?
Well, you don't hear him say that, but that's what
I know.
But you just get the sense that he's like telling you a little bit, but there's definitely more to it that he's not 100% sure of that answer, or like, yeah.
Okay.
How's Chad?
He's awake.
Oh,
He
good.
fed Almond earlier.
Oh, good.
He doesn't look as sickly as last night. So
Again, good.
he is sick though, but only because the window was broken and none of us thought it'd be smart enough to take him out of that room.
And he slept in a cold room.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he currently has a cold. But other than that, he's fine. I don't know if. Well, do we as a group know the fact that they can speak telepathically?
I don't know if we ever
think it was
told
ever
you
revealed.
guys.
Okay.
Didn't
I couldn't
Hera
remember.
tell us, though?
I was gonna say, didn't Hera tell us when you guys were given the rings?
No, because
Well, they're technically that was for the marriage ceremony.
yeah, no, these rings were in the tomb underneath like the lake. That the bandits stole one and weakened the force field around it, and then as you defeated the Manticore in the water weird in the second room, another bandit that was still alive stole the other ring and collapsed it. So these were the magic rings underneath her city, basically.
Oh.
So they weren't the engagement rings.
No, nobody knows that they're.
Yeah.
telepathic
Okay.
now.
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we ever said anything to.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
that's
recall
fine.
that either.
I couldn't remember because like we always talk about it, but I was like, do only us know, or do our characters know too?
Unless Chad said it last session, trying to get through, but I don't remember if.
Oh shit.
I think he did.
You might have.
He
I think
did.
I do remember you mentioned
Might have.
Cat's out of the bag. Shit.
pseudo dragons out of the bag.
The
Then because of that, I'm going to say, did you ever answer Connor at all? Connor, did you ever answer Chad at all? I know he was trying to contact you.
No. Any more questions?
I do not.
Cool.
I was just going.
And
I
then he's
was
just gonna
just-
get up.
Let her
I was-
speak.
Now.
Don't make me hold person.
That's fair.
Just when you feel like it, talk to chat.
We'll see.
I really feel like a mom right now.
That's fair. I just beat the mic.
That was Morgan saying it,
I
not
know.
Verona.
I know,
Look
that
at
was
me.
Peter saying
I'm
it.
the mom now.
I really feel like a mom dealing with a terrible relationship issue right now between her children.
I'm just gonna say that after you say that, though, Connor's gonna actually like stand up.
What, check on Chad?
No, like just stand up from where he's standing, and then like go over to the door and just say, "I'm gonna get some fresh air," and just leave.
And Egan, you see the door open and Connor walk down the stairs.
You immediately feel the impact of him hitting your neck and wrapping around. He wraps around and like holds his tail in his mouth, just like as a full necklace. Like, fuck off! You're not taking me off again.
I also leave the room.
Okay.
Oh my
I-
god!
That was a really cute image, though.
That is really cute. Wait, is he invisible?
No.
Okay.
No, he's. I fully just. Can I like stop him before it? I don't know.
I will say, make I don't know what check to make, but yours will be at disadvantage. Yours will be at advantage, though. I will say
Might just be Dex.
for you, I feel strength for you, just because
Ooh.
to push them off, and then strength or dex for Egan, whatever is better.
And I'm at
You have advantage,
Don't
and
even
Connor
bother.
has
Don't
disadvantage.
Don't even bother.
Don't even
You get a natural
bother.
Yeah,
one.
that one.
Well, what if,
Well, it'd be cute.
well, what if he gets 2 natural ones?
I highly doubt that one.
No.
Okay.
So,
No.
I
21.
got a 1 and a
So as
14.
you're like
21
you,
for Dex.
like try to push him off, like Egan's force kind of makes you like smack yourself across the face, and you're just like, and you take like one bludgeoning damage from punching yourself.
I mean, I'm just gonna fully walk out then and just wander around town.
Okay.
That it.
And when you walk outside, you do notice that it's a few degrees colder than it was yesterday. And when you entered, it felt exactly the same when you were running around in your wolf form and this and that. But it does feel colder. As you're like edgily walking around the city, and like kids are like, "Ooh, look at that man!" He's got a dragon.
Oh, this is a terrible idea.
Oh my gosh, look at him. He's so adorable. And just like other things, just like because they're like a newcomer in dark clothing that it very contrasts to the white snow.
I go to marry.
Good luck hiding in this.
Walk away.
Yes, as you're in the bar or outside attending to your animals, you do see Connor leave the inn and start walking around with Egan firmly grasped around his neck.
I fall behind him.
You can follow behind him. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just following him?
I'm just following him.
Okay. And you notice behind you, you just hear the footsteps of Chatty Boy behind you as you're walking.
Can I lose him?
You can roll a stealth check. I will say at disadvantage because you're dark clothing.
Can I not get lost?
Roll perception or survival
Good luck.
at advantage. What? At disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
22.
Oh. Why you have to say disadvantage, Dustin?
Because you're wearing dark clothing in the snow.
Why you gotta say disadvantage?
So as like Chad,
You're wearing the wrong.
Connor just starts taking off as he notices you're behind him, and you're like barely able to keep up with him. And at one moment you think you lose him, but then you just like peek around the corner and you just kind of see him like, and you see him just press up against a wall in dark clothing, and you just see Chad's tiefling little horns poke out, and then just see him look at you as you're backed up in a corner.
The city is killing me.
Get some Arctic camo, dude.
I can't. I have to go to a store for that first. What?
What the fuck are you doing? Last time you went off by yourself, you almost got killed.
Well, I'm not really by myself. None of you know what by yourself means. Apparently.
Well, last time you're by yourself, you know. Everything was great, perfect, and rainbows.
Yeah.
Sunshine and rainbows.
Who was the woman that she was? That she appeared to be? English. I can English.
Common's a weird language, and Infernal was your first language, and you start learning Common, and
Yeah,
there's just a slight little language barrier.
It's like an immigrant at the DMV. It's like
Well, you were told she's my mother.
painful.
Can I go now?
What were they talking to you about in the cabin?
It's something.
Alright, that clears everything up. I am generally concerned because I know how they can get into our heads.
Yeah. I got to sit there and basically just be a puppet. It's great.
Yes.
And there's 7 more of them.
6.
6 more of them.
6 more.
Well, technically 5 more of them.
That's not,
No, 6.
Oh,
no.
And
Well, we
got
said
a-
we went 2. Oh, well, that's right.
could be 7 because the body's gone.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do we all know the body's gone?
Yes, Warren
Yeah.
said that the body was.
And I was told
last
the body's
night,
gone.
said
Okay,
so.
okay. You made me lose my train of thought.
Good.
Getting into your head, and all that stuff was kind of where you left off at.
Right. Where are you trying to run away to?
I don't know. I really, really don't know. I just want to be left alone. And he's just gonna smack the wall behind him again.
Who the fuck is hitting my house?
Wait, is it not stone?
It's still, you can still hit stone and like do things, and you're kind of starting slowly to lose control a little bit of your being able to keep your inner beast within, and you just see like a little old lady hobble out. It's like, what the fuck is happening out here?
Waving a soup ladle.
And she has like a little wand in her hand and like a little robe, and you kind of look at the sign. You see Mary's Magnificent Marvels.
Damn it.
You made Mary mad.
I know you're upset, Sonny, with all your hormones and shit happening, but like, it doesn't mean you can take your anger out on this little old lady's shop. So,
Sorry, Mary.
everything's great, sweetheart. Do I know you?
No.
We've been to your shops before.
I-
Apologies.
Yeah.
My shop.
Well, other Mary's shops.
my
Apologies.
family. Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's change the subject. One, sorry for
No
hitting your
changes.
house.
I know you're having intimate conversation. I'm not interrupting, but just stop hitting my fucking house.
I have a question for you, actually.
What?
Oh god, what's the name of the first town?
God.
Helmfirth?
Yeah. Do you know about the Mary from Helmfirth?
Yeah, Helmfirth.
Helmfirth?
Yes. Oh, yes. We're usually in pretty good contact, but I haven't heard from her from a while. Like, I was kind of concerned, and then,
Was she talking about anything weird before she lost contact?
just that, like, she had a run with some people that weren't so nice, and that she will deal with it, but, and then a couple days later, I was like, hey, girl, like, you got any cool stuff you want to trade? And did I hear a thing? And, yeah, so I'm kind of concerned, but, like, sometimes other Marys, we have an angsty Mary in another city somewhere, I think. Wow,
Could be
I
fun to
forget.
find.
I think we already found that one.
No, like, angsty as in, like, she's, like, got, like, dark black hair covering one eye, black lipstick, and she's like, it's not a phase, Mary, it's who I am.
Oh, wow.
I think she's at.
Alright, we'll never get that back.
I think she's at Grapevine, is where she is, but But yeah, I'm kind of concerned about her. She usually isn't quite this long.
Well, one, do you recall any names that she mentioned before or just people?
Just people in black robes. That's about.
Black robes?
Yeah, did I stutter,
Similar
bitch?
to the ones at the city of Zeus. That's where the mob was that left the note that we followed.
Well, I have, I guess, bad news for you.
Oh, please
Her-
don't give me bad news. It'll break my little old heart and I'll perish.
Well, I hope you
Kill a
won't
Mary.
perish, but
You're
her
going
shop
to the
was
Nine
ransacked.
Hells.
Well, oh.
Just, that might explain things. Apologies to deliver this news, but we're hoping she's fine.
Oh, okay.
She seemed like a stronger individual when we met her.
Yeah, but as a spellcaster, you can only do so much, especially if there's like a whole group of people and all that stuff. Like,
Connor will just look to Chad when she mentions spellcaster.
but thank you for telling me. I'm gonna start contacting all the other Marys and see if we can kind of do something about it. We're got this extra circular communication between all of us, so maybe we'll get lucky and can find out where she is. Thank you.
Sorry to deliver.
Don't apologize unless you're the bitch that did it. I don't want to hear sorry. Go
Nope.
fix it.
That's why we've been asking all the Marys that we
Okay,
meet.
well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go start spreading the word to the other Marys and stop fucking up hitting my shit. Well,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna. Thank you.
you tell him to leave me alone then?
No, keep it up. I always hate lovers' quarrels. It breaks my heart. I can see the matching rings just glistening in the sun. Just don't worry, sweetie. And she like pinches your cheek, Chad. Just patience. Be kind to him. He has a lot of trauma that he needs help with. I can just sense it off of him. And with
I like this
love
Mary.
and patience, you can.
Alright, I telepathically to Con like we are definitely her soap opera right now.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, the bar troupe, the telenovela that comes in every once in a while, I just love them. It's so dramatic, and this is some hot goss right here. But okay, I have to go spread the word. Just stop hating my shit and communicate with each other. Gosh, dang it!
Might stop in your shop later. Thank you.
Not today.
Yeah, I will
I have to
today.
fix
Tomorrow.
my fucking wall. And she hobbles off into her shop, and you hear the door slam behind her.
I don't think I broke the wall. How hard am I fucking hitting things? Does Connor realize that he just punched the... Is there like an actual hole in the wall?
It's
fully?
like a big indent in the wall. Like, it's not like broken all the way through, but it definitely...
It's noticeable.
like, it's like your fist, but like probably like that. Just size.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's not a normal Connor thing.
No. Like, you kind of realized when you were first that your strength seemed to increase, or like some of the damage to things was, yeah.
Now, like, looking at the whole, like... Great. Just great. Can you leave me alone now?
No.
You just hear like a window open. Remember to communicate with each other.
I just want
You're
alone
in
time,
love.
Mary!
No! You were alone and you punched my fucking wall!
Actually, he's the
And you
reason
just hear
why
the
I
window
punched
shut
it.
behind him and just like... Also, speak loud. It's hard to hear through these stone walls.
Two other windows open. Yeah, speak up.
Connor's gonna walk away!
Yeah,
Connor is just gonna, oh my, and just walk, like, try to get out of town. Just on the edge.
Alleyway, right?
You're in like, yeah, kind of like an alleyway between, like, sandwiched between like Mary's Mac shop and another house, and then like there's like another house in the distance with a window open with like another old woman with like black hair and just like a red velvet dress with just like monocles on, just like casually just leaning out, just like listening, and then she sees you and she's like, oh. Like pretending to like put on makeup or some random thing that's like, we know you're fucking listening, but trying to cover it up. And then she's like, oh.
Do I notice all
Alright,
these
hi.
people?
Yes. They're not that stealthy of things,
They're not
especially
being
with your keen
stealthy.
senses. You're kind of yelling.
Connor is sitting there like, oh, you're what? It's one fog cloud away. It's one fog cloud away, and just gonna keep
One
walking
cloud
down.
is all it
Can I walk
takes.
as fast before he leaves? Like,
Yeah.
put my hand out, like, across
Yes.
the alleyway?
So as you're walking past,
No.
Oh.
We need to talk.
Aw, that's real cute. Featherfall push, and just jumping over you. If I can.
he does make a
Can I do that?
no.
I
It
don't
would
know.
have to be a save because I don't think he's not willing. And also, you have to push him too. Make
true. What am I?
Make contesting strength checks.
Oh boy.
Or athletics,
Both
whatever.
those?
Yeah, strength or athletics check. And
Okay.
okay.
12.
Okay, so chat like pushes you and you stumble back. Make a dex check real quick. Just see if you'd fall.
My dice got stuck. Okay, there we go. Oh, you said Dex.
Yeah.
Oh, 18.
18. So yeah, you were like you stumble but you don't fall over. And then you're like, he's not falling, so there's no point in casting Featherfall.
Wait.
And now we're
what?
back.
What was my check? It was strength.
It was just strength.
Okay, never mind.
And then now we're back to square one.
You know we care about you, right? And we don't want you wandering by yourself again. We're leaving.
And you kind of feel the rings glow, and you feel like a warm sensation that you normally haven't felt before, showing that he's being very genuine. That's like a heartfelt thing he's saying. Like,
Connor is going to have a full stern face still, and you're just gonna see like just little tears, a little bit, and he's like, "I'm aware. Just please, please. I just said please. I just need time."
I'm gonna back, like, away out of the corner, and then can I go invisible?
yes,
Like,
you
kinda just,
can.
like, chill and like wait for him to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my invisibility?
So you just Chad walks around the corner, and you
There's
just
the
hear
second.
the footsteps, and yeah.
Connor doesn't know.
I know. I'm just gonna walk on the very outskirts of town.
Just on the
Like
outskirts.
just to the outskirts, just so I can see the town in case something happens again.
Mm-hmm.
I would like follow at a distance, you know, like not too close, but at least
Yeah.
like in eyesight.
Yeah. Okay. I won't say you have to
Once
make a
he
check
makes
for
a
that, 'cause you're
lap,
not,
he's
like,
like,
being,
"Why
like...
were there two sets of footprints?"
Or Chad's just walking in Connor's footsteps.
Is Chad smart enough to do that?
Chad's seen a lot of shows before. He's a
I watch
bard.
spy shit. Don't worry.
Shows.
I saw Spy Kids.
He saw Spy Kids, the play.
The notable
Spy
theatrical performing group that travels from city to city.
Exactly. And
Egan is going to be keeping
as
a
you
keen eye
are
out. for the
kind of
forest.
like walking the outskirts of town, as Chad, like, you can kind of see like the force field where it kind of looks like little snowflakes, just like one big one, and like they start multiplying but into smaller little chunks. And can you make both of you make perception checks?
Oh god.
All three.
Do I get?
Yes.
Ooh, nat
It's
20.
vision.
Okay.
Not 20.
Yeah, just 20.
Okay.
But that's still
okay,
really
hold
good.
on. What's my perception?
16 total.
Okay.
25.
25. So Egan's not aware of this, but Connor, you just kind of like are just standing there watching, and you just kind of see like one little tiny like the flakes that are making the first like kind of disappear, but just one small one, and you don't really think anything of it too much. But Chad, you're kind of like scanning it, and you kind of see like up in the top part of it, there's like a bunch of little pieces missing already, and you see like
What
another.
was that?
Yeah, like higher up. Like Connor's kind of like more at the wall looking, and you kind of sees like one little disappear here. And like 10, 20, 30 minutes later, like maybe another one disappears. But as you're kind of looking up, you see that there's a lot of them kind of already missing, and just like bloop. And then maybe like 5 or so minutes, another one, like another small one bloops away.
Like
You
parts
actively
of
are
a
seeing like the
protected field.
force field that's protecting the city and keeping the cold out and the warmth in is slowly dissipating.
That's the wall going away. Dustin's actually just punching holes through it.
No, there's a bug.
I know.
They don't know. But yeah,
I know.
that's like one thing you notice as you're on the outskirts of town.
I
It's
don't
like
think
you were-
anything of it.
You're concerned. It's like you notice it and you're like piece together that maybe that's kind of why it's a little colder than normal. Like maybe it's just like there's a certain mission you were sent here to do to rekindle something that maybe has to do with what's going on with the wall. But you think of like you have plenty of time. It's not that serious. But Chad's noticing like
Maybe it's not. Maybe
Maybe you need to start sooner rather than later.
I got some Flex Seal on that.
What's Flex Seal?
Get that flex tape.
Oh my god.
Gotta just patch it up real quick.
But yeah, that's kind of what y'all notice as you're walking the outskirts of the city.
It's not good.
I have a question.
Yes. Question has been called. Any objection to question?
Oh god.
Consent.
Consent has been called.
Excuse me. Sorry. Backtrack. Consent.
Objection, secret ballot.
Objection. Secret ballot has been called.
Who
Any
said
objection to
ballot?
secret ballot?
Uh,
I don't know. Okay. Anyways, what is your question?
Would I be able to feel like if I left Chad where he was, would I be able to know if like I was out of range?
Yes, you kind of aware of that. You know he's at least within 120 feet, but you're not quite sure necessarily where he is. The city's a decent size, but it's not like huge.
Yeah. Try to think what I want to do. I mean,
But you do feel that he's still within the connection line. Also, can you just mark down that the range has increased to 180 feet?
oh,
But you don't know that yet.
oh,
Interesting.
ooh la la.
I don't know, maybe because like feelings were shared and love and compassion. Who fucking knows?
Wait, Ash, did you write that down, or you want me to write it down?
That was just gonna have you guys write it down.
Because it's your
If they seduce
magical
each other, it gets a whole
item.
lot more
I'm
powerful.
gonna. I have to remake the
Yeah,
item
so just
later.
throw it in the
Okay.
chat.
Just throw it in the chat or notes just for now, and then you can edit
Actually, I
it
think
later.
You said 180 feet?
Yes, 180.
Yeah, just write it down for now, and I'll do it later.
We're good.
And then also, I think whatever the range for like protecting each other or taking half damage and whatnot, increase that by 30 as well.
Okay. Does everything just all the stuff just increase by 30 now?
Well, no, the
Well.
range is 60, and then that's gonna be 30.
Cool.
Because y'all have been kind of like, Chad has been putting effort into this relationship recently, and it's showing.
Fucking trying.
Yay!
And you also did run towards him to make sure that he was okay. So,
Yay! I think Connor is just gonna like step outside the field and just plop down.
okay. And it's fucking cold. Make
He's
a-
not staying there for long, but he's just yeah.
Make just a little quick constitution check.
That's fair.
Just a little quick con check.
But the developer's gonna be safe together.
Alright, so I'm thinking to myself, right? This motherfucker's gonna freeze to death and have to walk his cold ass ice cold body back to the tavern. Verona's gonna look at me
22.
like, what the
22.
fuck did you do to him? Like, bruh, it wasn't my fault this time.
So you
He
are.
hurts himself.
How long are you staying out there for?
After a couple minutes of, I'm just gonna. Can people see outside the barrier?
Yes,
Do-
you can,
okay.
it's transparent, but it just has like
So I
a
don't
slight
wanna do
like
that, okay.
snowflakey pattern, but it's clear.
I'm just gonna stand out there for a couple minutes, just kind of look around.
Yeah. And as you're just standing out there, you don't get sick or anything, but you usually like crystals are starting to like form around like your like scruff on your face. I don't. Is he clean shaven or does he
Yeah,
have
he's clean.
Huh?
He's clean shaved.
Clean shaven. Like your hair just kind of like has like literally frosted tips and all that stuff.
The
now.
frosted tips
And
are
your
frosted
eyebrows and
more.
eyelashes are a little bit like
Yeah, he'll,
have
he'll,
holes
he'll,
on
he'll
them,
walk in.
but and you're still look even though you're covered, you're still very cold.
Yeah, I'll walk back in.
You feel an odd vibrating around your neck.
Oh,
And you
Connor's
have
like,
a neck warmer. But everything else besides your neck is fucking cold.
The lizard is shivering.
Connor completely forgot he was there. Like, oh, and he's gonna.
Can Egan make a
Back
constitution
in.
check for me, please?
Sure.
Aw.
Sorry.
I See what his
Yeah, we're
con
not
is.
picking you up, dude.
I mean, I'm fine. I might just have to scoop Egan and just kind of. Oops. Sorry.
11.
11. So yeah, Egan's cold. He's starting to get like the little crystals on him too. And then as you enter, and you just hear,
Is he poof?
no. Like you just hear
Oh.
like he sneezes,
Like a little sneeze.
little sneeze, and you just see like a little cute little, and it, like like the enemy of the word's kind of cute, where it's like a little snubbling, like
Yeah.
on Egan.
Oh.
My heart,
sorry,
my God.
Egan. And he's
He
just
like
gonna walk back
nuzzles in
in.
tighter to your neck and ends up like wiping it all over the side of your
Yeah,
neck.
you. Your neck
You
is a
deserve that.
little.
You
little
deserve
slick.
that.
Yeah, I forgot he was there.
And Egan tightens his grip, and it's like you can still breathe fine, but just like it's kind of it's hard to breathe.
He's
just a little
cold.
bit because he's just so cold.
Okay, we'll walk back in and just gonna back up so it's warm again and be like, sorry, Egan.
Egan has cold now.
Meow.
And
Gonna make it everybody's problem.
Can I go back to the cabin?
Which
The
cabin?
cabin I was brought to.
Okay. So Chad, as you're standing there, you kind of see Connor like enter back in and start walking off towards the direction where you vaguely saw Lust running towards out the window before you like blah, or as you were like blaying. And would you like to follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him back.
Okay. And then, yeah. So you head over there. And I know you're saying like a respectable distance behind, because there's still people out walking around and talking and stuff, so it's... You can't necessarily distinguish crunches of sounds, like boots, because there's some people that are behind you
Can
that
I
are
pick
still...
up Chad's scent, though, if I pass him?
Run with the other direction.
Then I would definitely see the footsteps!
Just run.
Run.
Done.
No, because since you're so cold, even though you're not cold, your nose is kind of
Okay.
stuffed, so you can't really... Your sniffer's not really working like it normally is.
Can I make a perception check anyway?
Yes, at disadvantage.
I'm fine with that.
And Chad, make a stealth at advantage.
Look at this. Just look at this.
Ew.
12 and 13?
No.
Oh, I couldn't see.
No.
Ooh. Dustin. 10.
Oh, wait. 10.
A 10 with advantage?
With advantage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a dirty 20,
Yeah,
Dustin.
My dice is
At disadvantage.
Yeah. So you can smell Chad. You're not sure, maybe just like still lingering off of you from like being like Sindure or something, but like not Sindure, but you know what I mean. But you do get like a nice hefty sniff of Chad, but you're not quite sure.
So I know
'cause
he's
you
around.
He's around somewhere, but you're not
I make
quite
note.
sure where.
I make no note of it and just keep walking.
Okay.
incognito.
You think you're
Oh, yeah.
stealthing?
He doesn't know a thing.
Hold up here.
Okay. And as you walk back to the house, it's not the same as it was before. You look and you notice that like the windows are boarded, there's walls are broken, the roof's caved in a little bit, the door's like cracked, the doorknob's not even there. The chimney, like the bricks are like fallen over, and it's not the same place that you went to, it seems.
Lovely. I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I honestly, I was kind of expecting it.
As you walk in, yeah, you see like there's floorboards are like missing and all stuff, and you notice like there's like a basement somewhere, or, like there's an underneath, and you look around and it's just disheveled. There's broken wooden, old-looking chairs, no picture frames or anything. It's just a mess. Like it was abandoned years and years and years ago.
Fun.
It seemed that maybe there was a magical enchantment to make it look like a nice
wonder.
old place.
I wonder if you did that.
I don't know. Crazy.
But, yeah, Connor's just gonna stay there for a little bit.
Okay.
That's
So, Chad, you see Connor enter that old rickety-looking house, and
closing the door behind me.
and you see the door
Is there
closed
a
behind.
window?
There is a window, and it's boarded up, but not like completely. Like there's gaps in it, so you could peer inside and see him just vibing in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything else for right now?
No.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Warren's just gonna kind of process everything that he overheard.
Okay. Throna and Mara, anything you would like to do?
Not really.
Okay. Okay, so some time goes by, and is anybody outside? I know Chad is. Connor, you're sort of, kind of. Anybody else like after like some time? Are you like walking around taking the sights?
I mean, I'm probably not the biggest person on hold, but probably.
No problem. You're a little quiet on my end. Can you say that again, please?
Oh, sorry. I said I'm probably not a big fan of the cold, so I probably just stayed in the
Okay. I didn't get the last end of it. I'm sorry.
I stayed in the tavern.
Stayed in the tavern. Okay. Well,
Alright, for
Chad
some
and
reason-
Connor, who were outside-ish, are not there. Well, Egan, make it like a perception check.
I was gonna say Mara probably would just walk around town a bit
A
with
perception.
Yeah, and Mara, can you make another perception check as well? Make a perception check as well. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's a lot better. 19 total.
19.
It was a 5 and then a 16.
And Connor and Chad, can you make another perception check as well?
Yeah. Natural 1. I want fire tonight.
Natural 2.
Natural 2. And Mara, what did you get?
Yeah, a 19.
19. So as you're both outside, you are chilling, vibing, relaxing, doing whatever you're doing. Well, Egan and Mara. And even though you're inside, Egan and Mara's you're outside, you do feel like it's been like a solid temperature, but you do feel like about halfway through the day-ish, after like with all this stuff that's transpiring and all that stuff, you do feel like it drops another degree or so. Nothing huge, but it seems like as time goes by, it's still pretty warm for the most part, even though you're covered or surrounded by snow. But it does feel like instead of being a nice spring to summer, it's more of like a summer going into fall kind of vibe, if you know what I mean by that. Where it's like it's still warm, but it's like warm cool instead of cool warm. I think if you pick up what I'm putting down.
I think I got it.
Okay.
Intriguing.
But that was like a couple hours have passed since the morning you noticed it got a decent bit cooler, like a couple degrees cooler. And you guys feel fucking nothing. Chad's just starstruck by you sitting in your chair, and you are just being an edgelord in the abandoned building, smoking a cigarette or something.
I'm not.
God, close that chair.
Connor's drug-free. Drug-free edgy boy.
Smoking some silver.
He would never. It's too valuable.
Through Egan, Warren is going to say to Connor, something's going on. Get Chad, get back to the inn.
Connor's just gonna roll his eyes, he's gonna walk outside and be like, Chad, let's go.
You're
And
not
walk
sure if
back.
he's there.
Well, I'm still gonna just be like, Chad, let's go, and just walk back.
And you hear him say, Chad, let's go, from the window that's, like, near the door.
So you're just gonna say it.
But you're not sure where he is, though. But
Nope.
Okay.
I know. I just assume he's around still.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you'll...
okay. That I, invisible.
Oh, I was still guessing. Yeah, cool. Just gonna keep walking.
But, so you guys walk back to the inn.
Let's not edgy for now.
Okay, and so you go back to the inn, y'all gather around. Some hot cocoa is given to you, Chad, and Connor, and who else was outside. Mara, you kind of see Chad and Connor walking together towards the inn while you're shopping or looking around. And you head back in the inn. And I'm guessing, Warren, you're going to tell the group about, and Mara, what's going on with what's going on around.
Are we
The
all sitting at
temperature's dropping.
Are we all sitting at a table?
Yes, or a
I'm
booth in
sitting
like the
directly
corner.
opposite of Mara and just staring at them.
Mara, as you guys like gather around at your little family dinner table for brunch or dinner, lunch or dinner,
Inconspicuously staring.
you just see Connor just kind of like staring directly at you almost like the entire time. Like you like kind of look at him and like look away, and you just like look back. He's still looking at you. And then Warren says,
Like a particular type of stare, or is it
It's-
like just
Well, we still have to talk, so he's kind of just being like, thing that I left undone. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
and Warren says,
Something's going on with the weather. It's getting colder.
Weather. Yes. Wait.
It's not supposed to happen in this town.
That might be due to the thing with the barrier. Maybe.
What do you mean, thing with the barrier?
Well, you saw me, going out towards, the edge of town, and the snowflakes were kind of disappearing one by one.
Warren
Little
just sighs. We need to figure that out. If something happens, we'll lose another city.
Ah, that would be great. Just great. So who do we talk to first is the better question.
Leader of the town? Head magician? Head priest?
the god, the bartender says.
Yeah, that was where exactly
That
is your
works
god
Where would-
located
where would we
for
find the
normal
god?
people to just go up and talk to?
Oh yeah, Hestia. So if you see the giant hearth that's in the center of the city, there's like a little tiny house right underneath it with a staircase going up like to like a level and then another level to where the hearth is. She's right there at the bottom. It's hard to miss.
Huh.
She has been putting on a quest and waiting for people to go to her for whatever reason. She said it was urgent, but didn't really tell us why because she didn't want us to worry. But like, yeah, just go talk to her. She'll probably tell you what's going on.
need to go.
Intriguing. Great.
An activity we need to complete.
Should we head over there now?
Warren gets up and just starts walking.
I follow.
I'll take that as a yes. We're doing this now. Okay.
Well, I mean, if the
Just gonna-
temperature's constantly dropping, probably better to figure it out sooner than
Is
later.
Egan still around my neck?
Yes, unless
Yeah.
Jason specifies otherwise or Warren specifies otherwise.
Before we go, Connor's like, can I get the... Egan's great, but can he not be on my neck anymore and on me?
No.
Why?
Supervision.
I'm older than you!
And I've already died once. I don't want you to follow.
Oh.
Believe me,
And
I've had
when-
enough death
when
in my
he-
life.
When he says that, because he's been like walking away and saying this over his shoulder, he full on turns around and just blank face stares you directly in the eyes. And as he says this, he suddenly looks a lot older than he is.
Ooh.
Like he's got that look of somebody who's been on this like there's more life that has been lived.
Okay.
And then he-
he towards Connor.
Oh,
What'd
he
you say?
says it very directly to like that
What does
everybody
he
can
say?
hear. He said, or Connor says about the can I get him off? Warren says about no. Connor says why. Warren says supervision. Connor says I'm older than you. And Warren turns around, stares him in the eyes, and says, and I've already died. Or I've already died once. I'm not ready for you to follow.
Oh, okay.
Stares him directly in the eyes for a good 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and then just turns around and keeps walking.
Aw, you
wanna
won't even
catch
let
up
me
to
respond? That's so mean.
And I walk away. Such a
Waddle,
bad
Danny
waddle.
waddle no way.
I hit stop!
Waddle,
I
waddle,
just...
waddle.
Ba, 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 da.
Ah, yes, the brain cell is one.
That's the true reason of D&D.
I would like to chase after Warren and question him.
You can ask
What the fuck
whatever
do you
questions
mean?
you want.
What do you mean you died? And you're right here. What are you talking about?
He's still walking towards the hearth. But he says, remember when we met back in that town?
Yeah.
That was the same day I crawled out of the grave. And he doesn't say anything. He says this low enough so only Chad can hear. And he keeps walking. Like, he hasn't stopped walking, but that's all he says before he just is
Yeah,
silent.
like we're walking like 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't say
Interesting.
anything else.
Do you remember anything like, how do I phrase this? Before you crawled out? Or like how you died, how you crawled out?
No answer. He's just eyes forward walking.
Very invested. Very intrigued.
Okay.
So we head to the hearth. Yeah.
Okay.
We head to the hearth.
Head to the hearth. And as you walk up, you see the like office building, and you see like this like basically like the most beautiful log cabin you've ever seen, with like a nice porch and all that stuff, or like wraparound porch on the entire thing with like multiple doors, and you just see like carved into like the door itself is just a giant hearth, like with a burning flame, and it seems like the flame is actually like, even though it's carved in, is kind of like flickering like an actual fire. And as you open up the door, you just see this woman or girl, you're not sure, who's about like 4 feet tall, black hair with like little ribbons in her hair with pigtails, in a white dress and a little blue bow tie, just sitting at the desk. And she says, and turns around, it's like, thank God somebody finally showed up. I was waiting for some heroes to arrive. And that's where we're ending tonight's session. I don't want to get into anything else.
Ooh, I know stuff. Ooh.
You know stuff.
Well, like with what they're based off of. I'm
I
guessing.
do! I love that.
I want to know.
It's based. She's based. Her character look is based off of an anime.
Okay.
Do
Anyway.
you?
I'm so
I can disclose it later, but
not on camera.
not on camera.
Not on camera.
The viewers can't know.
We
viewers
don't
can't
out
know.
ourselves that much.
Don't ever know. I'm gonna cut all this out, obviously. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if our viewers are the nerds as I think they are, they'll probably know right away.
Oh yeah, probably.
But anyway, thank you for coming out tonight, or watching the video tonight, or whatever. I don't know how this thing works. I never make an outro, so
I still have to release them.
yeah,
That's fine, we'll get to it.
we'll release them. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of whatever time you're watching this, and we'll see you next time for my Big Fat Greek D&D campaign. Bye. 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 Bye.